The first person I'd like to bring out is someone that I met many, many years ago when I was first getting going in the business, and when I was in the original company. And I was very excited in that company. But one of my friends, Don Greneau, who I told you about, that was in the other company, invited me down to see a seminar with Jim Rona in it. And yes. And I sat through this seminar with Jim, and Jim told me some stuff there that day that made a major difference for me. And it's going to make a major difference for you too. You know, you can hear all this information that we're talking to you about, and we can give you all the stuff. But ultimately, if you as an individual don't do something with it, okay, nothing's going to happen, okay? We can make the tablets for you, okay, but you're the one that's got to swallow them every single day. We can tell you what to say about the brochures and what to do, but you know, we can't be the ones that hand them out for you every single day. You're the one that's got to do that. We can tell you what to do with the recruiting and so on, but you're ultimately the one that's got to go out and do something. That's something you got to do. And you're the one that's got to take the responsibility for everything that happens in your life. And fortunately for me, I found that out at a very early age. And fortunately for me, I learned it because when I started Herbalife, I only had me. That was all I had. I didn't have a sponsor. I didn't have someone that got to pump me up every day. You know, I didn't have someone that I could lean on, that they could say, go down and, you know, he'll help you out. No, I had to do all that. And when I learned that from Jim, that it was ultimately going to be up to me for everything that was going to happen in my life, okay, I became a different person. And let me tell you something, you can become different, okay? I mean, I was just a kid that was with a 9th grade education, okay, that had some great ideas, okay? But if you continue to work and work and work, and then also work on yourself as an individual, it's amazing what can happen in your life. So today, as I bring him up, I want you to really tune in. You're listening, write every single thing down that he says, because there's no question, okay, with the stuff that he's going to be giving you here today, incredible things can happen to you. So I'd like to invite my good friend, Jim Rona. Come on out.
I made a few notes on the extraordinary summary of the Herbalife success story. And here are some of the notes I made. Number one, it starts with a man and a message. Mark Hughes, from an extraordinary experience he had, losing his mother when he was 18, she was 36. She was trying to lose a few pounds, got hooked on the diet drugs, and started seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 doctors all behind their backs to keep this habit going. And she accidentally died from a drug overdose, just trying to lose a few pounds. Mark said, what a tragedy, I've lost my mother. And if she would have had some safe way, she could have saved her life instead of this obsessive way with the drugs. So Mark said, I'll find a way, I'll produce a product in honor of my mother. And that's exactly what he did. A man with a message and a man with a product. The message was, I've got to take the story as far as I can around the world and perhaps save some mothers from losing their life by getting hooked on the drugs, by finding a safe way, a nutritional way to lose a few pounds, get your health in order. So that was his message, an extraordinary man with an extraordinary message. And it's a unique success story about those products that meet an incredible need. In America, Herbalife's been selling these products now for the last almost 20 years, and there's now great percentages more people who are overweight and need this product than when we started almost 20 years ago. So you can see we've almost been frantically trying, to reach as many people as we can, but the need is so staggeringly far beyond Herbalife's current reach. But hopefully we're going to correct that in the next few years as far as possible. But the population keeps growing and the world keeps expanding. And now, of course, doing business around the world, you can see Herbalife has its work cut out for it to try to reach everybody as soon as possible with this unique message of extraordinary products. And the product does the job. The greatest testimonial about the product is what it does for people and their personal testimonials. And by every standard and by every test, and Herbalife's been through the most severe tests. Every government, of course, takes a new look when we move into a new country. And Herbalife's passed all the tests. But what a success story Herbalife has been, the man, the message, and the product. The next, of course, extraordinary summary of Herbalife's 20 years is the opportunity. The opportunity. Mark wanted an opportunity to offer to everybody because he only went to the 9th grade in school, didn't have, the full-blown education of, the extra years of university, college, and all the rest. And he said, I'd like to give everybody a chance like I had the chance to start from the bottom, work my way to the top, not have someone say, what university did you graduate from? So Mark said, I want to give an opportunity. How could I do it? What kind of marketing system? And that's why he chose network marketing, a person-to-person, regardless of your age, regardless of your education, regardless of the mistakes you've made in the past, regardless of where you find yourself, the circumstances, regardless of color, regardless of religion. Mark said, I wanted an opportunity that would reach all the way to anyone who, one, were struck by the value of these products, inspired by the testimonials, and expressed a willingness to go take some time and share the story. So it's been an extraordinary story for the last 20 years of unusual opportunity. It's a simple marketing system, person to person, but it's extraordinary in its magic. The next person you meet could be a friend for life. The next person you meet, you could retire. The next person you meet could be a business colleague for years to come. That opportunity. The opportunity to directly and indirectly bring value to thousands of people. Mark now, of course, can say directly and indirectly, I found a way to bring value to millions of people. And your imagination might not be able to stretch that far, but I'm telling you, tens of thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, and some of you hundreds of people, I'm telling you, you can reach a lot of people with incredible value by using this marketing opportunity. That is a story in itself. And of course, the network marketing story alone is one of the giant stories of the century, using this system, not going to the store, but person to person. It is extraordinary. And it's the wave of the future. It's going to be one of the most important dynamic methods of marketing in the 21st century. And no company is better prepared both to introduce it to the new people that haven't experienced it and perfect it in its dynamic use in the early years of the 21st century. Nobody's better prepared to do that than Mark and Herbalife. It's a dynamic story of a structure and a support system that is unique. This broadcast today is part of that structure, part of that support system, where Mark picks up the tab for my services, right? Pays for the whole structure so that it can come to you via satellite. It's an extraordinary opportunity to be part of a structure that gives you the foundation, that gives you the support, so that you can work the business and make your fortune. It's a unique system of recognition. Mark's a genius when it comes to recognition. Hey, take some steps and, we'll call you noble. Take a few more steps and we'll call you the greatest. Take a few more steps and, we'll honor you with whatever, and we'll let you be a part of an inner circle, a unique group of people. That kind of recognition is one of the stories of the century. And Mark put that all together. Support system that gives honor to the people that deserve the honor, respect to the people that deserves the respect. It's A unique support system of community, right? Community of people from all walks of life, languages, all backgrounds, and as a community making their individual contributions to the whole group. Right here on this broadcast network, people come like I do today and sit and tell their story. An individual making a contribution to the whole network. An individual story used to inspire everybody that watches and everybody that listens. That is an extraordinary support system. And the people who participate, right, are greatly rewarded because they get a chance to tell their story. But they also have, as I have today, the unique feeling of being part of something unique that supports the people who participate and gives them information, inspiration, ideas, and this sense of family, community. It is incredible.